Design unleashes the power of human creativity and imagination. It is a world of wonder and possibility that constantly invents and innovates the things we use in our day-to-day lives. But the role of design in today's world does not have to stop at creating new or better products. Design can play a more vital role in ushering in economic and social change to a country. Designers around the world are looking at ways to use design to lessen human impact on the environment, revive traditional methods of production, and empower communities that are marginalized in society. The Academy of Design pioneered design education in Sri Lanka, setting a platform for the country's youth to learn design at a professional level, which is on par with the rest of the world. For over a decade, it has geared young designers to take Sri Lanka's creative industries to a new level by incorporating the country's cultural diversity, artistic legacy, and its rich base of natural resources. Now, as Sri Lanka emerges in the aftermath of a 3-decade conflict, the Academy's efforts to contribute to the development agenda of the country have taken on a whole new dimension.
We are in a post-conflict situation. We have a fresh start to rebuild the country. And I think as the pioneering design school in Sri Lanka, we almost have a duty to do our bit, I think, for our country, because we are a generation who grew up with the war and all of that.
Sri Lanka is awakening after a 3-decade war. For people who lived in the war zone, peace is ushering in new hope and optimism. The Academy of Design is trying to share its knowledge and expertise with these communities in order to help them rebuild their lives. In this remote village far north of Sri Lanka, a team of designers from the Academy are working with a local artisan community to look at ways to develop their craft-based products. By blending traditional skills with contemporary design knowledge, they hope to add more value to the artisans' work and help them find new market opportunities.
They have the skills to create things that people want, but they simply don't have the knowledge and understanding of those people to know what to make for them. And that's sort of the role that design is playing in this. Based on contemporary trends, it's creating market-led market avenues in places that they've never tried to sell these things before.
You can weave a stick.
Right now we're working in 5 districts, Mana, Mullaitivu, Jaffna, Ampara and Batticaloa district. We have chosen those because that required our immediate intervention. Plus, all these districts had something to offer before the conflict.
Here in Mana, in the northwest of Sri Lanka, another community is developing crafts made from the Palmyra palm. Most artisans involved in the project were directly affected by the war. It destroyed their homes, disrupted their way of life, and took away their loved ones. Today they work in handicraft centres set up by the government to restore livelihoods and revive some of the traditional crafts that existed in the region.
There were already a lot of aid agencies, a lot of government bodies doing work in the north and east. We felt that we can fit in once they set up. For example, they set up a handloom weaving centre with the necessary equipment, but they don't have the capacity to take it forward. If not, what we found is in the north and east, there's a huge trend, start, stop, stop. Nobody's there to take forward what is started.
designers involved in the project feel that the inherited artistic and cultural traditions of the artisans have the potential to make their products unique and authentic in the market.
This is the country that can make the difference in many different things. You're coming out of a war, there's so many things that have happened. Time has stood still in this country, and it's good in lots of ways, because in other countries it ran away and many of the artisan skills have now become redundant, or they've decided to use materials that make them just not very interesting to buy.
All these districts had something to offer before the conflict. Now, Batikla was known for its handloom, the famous Batikla sarong. That's part of the whole heritage of Sri Lanka, if you like, you know. So basically, we've tried as much as possible to stick with the traditional craft. So Batikla for handloom weaving, Jaffna for palmyra. We've chosen a starting point and also looked at easy accessibility to raw materials.
The key challenge for designers on the project was to find ways to inspire the artisans to innovate their product while keeping its traditional elements intact.
The average person that we're working with on this project never really thinks about selling anything past the end of the road. You're sort of building for them a bridge that connects their skills with markets that badly need those skills.
The Mannar district is located in the northwest of Sri Lanka. Historically, it played a major role as a trading port for early settlers on the island. In colonial times, it was renowned for its pearl fishery, which attracted the Portuguese, the Dutch, and the British. During the conflict, Mannar suffered from isolation. Low rainfall, high temperatures, and the seasonal nature of employment make life a daily struggle for the people of the area. Located on the northernmost tip of the island, the Jaffna Peninsula has played a vital role in Sri Lanka's history. Its close proximity to major sea routes in the Indian Ocean made it a highly contested region, with imperial powers from both India and the West vying for its control. During classical antiquity, Jaffna was a thriving maritime trading centre, and by medieval times it became the seat of what is known as the Arya Chakravarti kingdom. Though it has seen through centuries of warfare and destruction, Jaffna's cultural heritage and ancient grandeur is still very much alive in her people. In both Mannar and Jaffna, palmyra leaf workers have been carrying on their craft for years.